Alright, this was unexpected, but we got more support for Cyber Dragon or Cyber Darks, along with some Eldlich, because Eldlich is also cool. So let's begin. So let's start off with the Hell Kaiser stuff with Cyber Yeomangar, which is a level 5 light machine with 1000 attack, 2100 defense, basically reverse stat of the Cyber Dragon. So it cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned by a card effect, and you can only use each effect card once per turn. The first one being if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, then take one Cyber Dragon from your deck, either special summon it or equip this card to it, and also you can only special summon for the rest of the turn machines. So basically, idea here is that you special summon this card, special summon Cyber Dragon, both level 5s, exceed summon your Nova, and then go to infinity. Easy rank 5 play here right off the bat. But anyway, second effect, you can return one Cyber Dragon you control back to your hand, then add one polymerization from your deck to your hand. What's nice about this card is that basically this is a setup play card. First off, you can just perform exceed summon, or the other thing you can do, especially from its first effect, is that since you put the Cyber Dragon on the field from its first effect, you could just return that Cyber Dragon back to your hand and then add the poly from your deck to your hand, and then probably just play the poly for a fusion play. Overall, this is a cool new card for Cyber Dragons, and I would say definitely run this. Too bad it's not treated as a Cyber Dragon, but it is part of the deck. And then we go to Cyber Dark Worm, which is a level 5 dark machine with 800 attacks, 2100 defense. Its second effect is a once per duel, but the first one is that while it's on the field or graveyard, it becomes Cyber Dragon, which is of course very helpful, especially as a Cyber Dark monster. And speaking of Cyber Dark, it adds another arsenal to their collection, because of course more Cyber Darks the better, as that's the section that is kind of lacking for Hell Kaiser. But the second effect is that if this card's in your hand or graveyard, if you have another machine Cyber monster on the field or in the graveyard, you can send one Cyber Dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard to special summon this card. Then you can add one Cyber spell or trap from your graveyard back to your hand. Don't get why this second effect is a hard once per duel, but it's good for recovery play, especially for emergencies. So overall, it's not too bad. Although I'm not really seeing this being played as Cyber Dragon as much, just because it is more of a Cyber Dark variant card than anything. And now to the new form of Eldlich, Angel Kato of the Golden Land, which is a level 10 dark zombie fusion monster with 1800 attack, 2500 defense, requires one Eldlich the Golden Lord along with one zombie, and must either be fusion summoned or special summoned from the extra deck by triggering one light zombie monster you control while you have an Eldlich Golden Lord on the field or in the graveyard, and only once per turn. But anyway, its main effect is that it's a hard once per turn, where if this card is sent to the field from the graveyard, you can special summon one Eldlich monster from your deck, extra deck, or graveyard. Nice that in a way you can cheat out some of your monsters, and in a way you can technically just use this card as material on its own. But the other nice part is that it basically sets up your Eldlich. Especially at this point, you do have a good number of Eldlich monsters, especially in your main deck. So overall, cool new form. And finally, Elixir of the Golden Land. It's a continuous trap, and this card is a hard once per turn. So the effect is that you can pay 800 life and then activate one of these two listed effects. Special summon this card as a normal monster, zombie light level 10 with 1500 attack, 2800 defense. Still treated as a trap, by the way. Then if you control Eldlich, the Golden Lord, you can return one monster on the field back to the hand, which can be very nice that you can bounce back some of your opponent's monsters, but also bounce back some of your own stuff so you could actually set up plays, especially Eldlich. And the fact that this is also a zombie level 10 light, you can actually technically make exceed plays here, or in a way do another fusion play because you have that option. But the second section is that set one of your banished Golden Land or Elixir cards in your spell and trap card zone. Overall, it's pretty nice trap, just cool support for Eldlich, and I was not expecting this. And also technically it's a trap as well, so it's another target for Eldlich itself. So that's it for the new Eldlich support, along with Cyber Dragons. What do you guys think about it? For Eldlich, it's just very simple, since Eldlich is just pretty cool. It's just cool to see a new fusion monster overall. As for Cyber Dragons, I was not expecting it at all. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't just put a new fusion monster, or even a new Exceed monster, since technically we got new Exceed support. But hey, they did give us cool support, so I'll take it. But in that, that's it for this, and see you all next time.